Hey guys, it's Eric with the Miller Park Minute, where we're throwing strikes and getting likes, hitting dingers, getting listeners, back again with your favorite daily Brewers podcast. We are uploading every morning, 5:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. We are on YouTube, Spotify, Google, Amazon, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Radio Public, Apple Podcasts, Rumble, you name it, we are there. If you want to join us over on Twitter, you can join us over there. Start up conversation. We also have TikToks, just shorter versions of what we put out on the daily. So today we swept the Pirates. It looked a little ugly to start, but that's all right. Let's talk about it. But first, before that, if you need tickets to any games, you could use the SeatGeek code Miller Park Minute. Save yourself $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase. The code again is Miller Park Minute. You can also join the channel down below on the YouTube here. If you want to get exclusive content, exclusive access, first access to some of our content that we produce, go ahead and click that join button. You can also support us over at patreon.com/Miller Park Minute. You can jump over to the Miller Park Minute website, millerparkminute.com, to check out the latest, what games I'm going to, that kind of stuff. So, that being said, let's talk about it. As always, guys, the good, the bad, and the downright ugly of Milwaukee Brewers game today. So we're going to start off with the good. The good, obviously, was the 8th inning here, guys. We had 4 runs put up to seal this. We haven't had this much late offense, really, all season. There's been very few and far between games where we've had put up this much late offense. So, outside of the Jesse Winker got a knock, an RBI single right in the beginning of the game, or I should say right in the 5th inning. It was pretty dismal before that. But then Freddie, after the 3rd, shut it down. Freddie's line score today is really the highlight on the pitching side of this matchup. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 9 Ks. And he only gave up 1 long ball today. So still bit by the long ball, but he managed to escape. And our boy Christian Yelich, yeah, that's right. You can start wearing your Christian Yelich merch again, in case you ever stopped. I occasionally don't wear it. Just how mad I am at him. Depends on the day. I think we there's a love-hate thing with this whole Christian Yelich situation. You know, we want him to be this superstar that he was in the beginning, and then he's kind of faded off over time. But it's all right. He's been picking up the bat lately. He's been kind of carrying this team and doing a great job at it. William Contreras also went 2 for 3, triple, walk, RBI, and a run scored. So good stuff. Devin Williams came out and got save number 12. Shut it down with 2 strikeouts. Also helped me secure my 11th fantasy victory of the season. So props on that. We now move to first place with a great lead, 37-34. The Pirates are 34-36. That's good enough for 3rd place. I guess the downright ugly would be the start of this game, guys. The start of this game, we had nothing going for 5 innings before Jesse Winker got that knock to score Christian Yelich. Other than that, I mean, it was a good game. It's good to sweep the Pirates. I didn't speak about the game yesterday, really. I kind of was watching it as we went, but I didn't speak on it. I've actually moved on. So yesterday, as I was doing my live stream, I realized I had canceled my Spectrum and I didn't have access to it anymore, which I thought I did. Long story short, I went to the Bally route. Bally, I use Apple TV, so I had to authenticate it across the board. It's on my iPad, it's on my phone, it's everywhere. But it works pretty good. It's $20 a month. I think the first 7 days are free, so they aren't going to charge me until next week sometime. But so far, so good. I like it. I've gone away from using the MLB.TV just because I didn't find myself watching as many of the other games. I may go back to it. I don't know. Depends on the deal. Like midway through the season, they always flip deals. So if you're one of those people who likes to follow, I don't know though, with Shohei Ohtani and the Angels, how they're playing right now, I might need to watch. There's still the $59.99 Father's Day deal still going on that. So they did do mullets. They give away mullets in honor of Jesse Winker. I caught this story late. I would have talked about this on the live. But they were giving away free mullets in honor of Joey Winker in the outfield at AmFam yesterday. It was a sight to be seen. Only in Wisconsin would they give away free mullets. So yeah. Other notes from the game. Today's game was just a good one all the way around. It had a feel good vibe to it. Some of the key elements here. Let's talk about them. Oh, hold on. Wrong slide. So one of the things I'm doing, guys, now is I am actually, instead of shooting from the hip, I'm giving just straight information. I'm going to be, I'm previewing and pre-writing some of the stuff, so I have stuff to talk about. So it's good. Milwaukee, for the first time in more than a month, the Brewers can cobble together a comeback. So it's been about a month since they've actually come back in a game. And that's why I mentioned this 8th inning rally. I think that was the most important factor of this game. They had multiple chances due to obviously Freddie being shut down for the first time in a while was a good thing. He was shut down, and they had runners on continuously. It just felt like it was about to break. It was one of those situations where we knew we were about to break. Craig Counsell was even quoted as saying he was really proud of Freddie today. He got in the strike zone, and that's a big thing. The misses were big early. It was giving the batters free pitches. Then everything got tighter in the strike zone. Credit to him for doing that. So very, very important. Hobie Milner and Trevor McGill gave Freddie's scoreless innings. Second walk of the afternoon in the 8th inning that sparked the rally. And really, it was kind of like a little nerve-wracking because they were BA was talking that they were warming David Bednar. And if you don't know who David Bednar is, he's a very good reliever that the Pirates have. And he was warming, actually. And they got 3 walks, hit a pair of RBI singles, and nearly made it even bigger inning with the bases loaded. Ramel Tapia greeted Pirates closer David Bednar with a deep fly ball to the center field wall. It was surprising because I really it looked like it could have gone out. That's just the look it had on it. But at the end of the day, it was sacrifice, still put us ahead. And then Urias cleaned it up with 2-run single to extend the lead. And then Devin Williams came in and shut it down. They're kind of basically saying right now Urias is saying he's trying to trust the process and not worry about the results. Well, he got some damn good results. I know a lot of people have been hypercritical of Luis Urias as of late, but he's just getting his season started. He's just getting his feet wet. With today, he increased his stats, of course. So if you look at Luis is now up to 114. Not looking so solid across the board, but I mean, It's taking a little bit of time. Just taking a little bit of time. That's acceptable. That's okay. Good news is we also have another guy waiting in the wings that I think all of us have been hoping for all season long, and that's Sal Frelick. So Sal Frelick has returned from injury. He says, I just feel fresh. Frelick returns from injury hitting better than he ever did. So he had a tear and a ligament in his thumb, and it could have derailed his season, but he was able to come back in just 7 weeks, which is huge. Injuries are nothing new to the 23-year-old. Baseball's number 22 prospect per MLB Pipeline, who twice underwent meniscus surgery at Boston College. That's good. That's good that he's able to bounce back. So we should see him. I'm really hoping we will see him. Once the season starts, it's kind of hard to continue to get strong, and the big goal is to maintain strength. So he was talking about basically here his lifting and getting better. Another note from the article and from this talk is infielder Bryce Trang, who went into the season as MLB Pipeline's top 5 prospects before graduating in May. It's not a tear since being demoted. In a 3 for 44 stretch in the majors, he singled and 1 for 4 Saturday, snapping a 3-day streak of hitting home runs, capped off by a walk-off and a 2-run home run Friday against Gwinnett. So that's good news. They're also talking about Tyler Black. It's good to see. It's good to see these guys kind of getting in their stride and getting in it. Really good for. I forgot that. Sorry. His combined his first 2 games, Frelick went 5 for 11, 3 walks. Good for a ridiculously 1.390 OPS. He struck 3 different balls Friday at an exit velocity of 100 miles an hour. So he's going to be coming. He's coming. Give him some time to work it out, and he'll be coming. So goes without saying, there's something else that we need to talk about, and that's where we are and who's on our tail. Yeah, that's right. The Red Hot Reds are still red hot. So this week we talk about standings. Every Sunday we're going to talk about the standings. Maybe sometimes during the week. We always like to. If you notice, the Pirates have fallen to 3rd place. Yes, and the red hot Cincinnati Reds are on our tail. They have won their last 8 games straight, are 8-2 in the last 10, and are 0.5 back of us. They have a 37-35. We are ahead at 37-34. And Pittsburgh, after the sweep by Milwaukee and losing their last 6, has fallen to 34-36 on this season. Chicago Cubs come in right after that at 33-38. And St. Louis is down in the cellar of the division, which is the weirdest thing in our time and in my time talking Brewers via the internet and really, really being deep into this team. To see the St. Louis Cardinals at 29-43, the bottom of the barrel, the last team in the NL Central, it's just kind of wild. I'm not even going to lie. It's very wild. Most of the teams, as you expect, would be kind of where they fall. I mean, Atlanta, Miami, Philly. The Mets have really been bad. So it proved that the money they spent just hasn't panned out. Investing in older pitchers hasn't panned out, unfortunately, for them, which is a shame. Washington's in last. We kind of knew that. The other shocker, though, is Arizona. And we go into a 3-game series with Arizona this week. They are 43-29. They are just above the San Francisco Giants at 39-32. Dodgers are at 39-33. And the Padres are at 35-36. 29-45 for Colorado. Then over in the American League, we got Tampa Bay still leading the way. First team to 50. They got 51-24. Baltimore is 44-27. The New York Yankees are 39-33. 39-34 for Toronto, and 37-35 for Boston. Minnesota leading the way there, 36 wins. Cleveland 33, Detroit 30, Chicago White Sox 31, Kansas City 19. Texas over here is at 44 wins. They are the leading the way strong there. LA has been trending good as of late. Shohei Ohtani, if you haven't caught any of what Shohei Ohtani is doing in the AL West, go check it out. Houston Astros are 39-33, 35-35 for Seattle, and Oakland is 19-55. So lots of movement. So that brings us into the power rankings. So I want to talk about the power rankings this week. Biggest jump, obviously, is the Reds, with just how good they've been playing. Biggest drop was the Pirates, the feel-good story, for much of the first third of the season. But they hit the wall after 3 bad games against the Cubs, and then the Brewers sweeping them. They fell out of first place, now down to third place, which I think is their lowest ranking, I want to say, this year. Obviously, the Rays haven't moved. The Braves are still number 2. Rangers, Orioles, D-backs, which is funny to say because the Dodgers are not in the top 5, but they are at number 6. Astros at number 7, Yankees number 8, Marlins number 9, Angels number 10, Blue Jays number 11, Giants number 12, Phillies number 13, Twins at number 14, Reds, then Brewers. Yeah, that's a weird one. Padres, Red Sox, Mariners, Pirates. So Pirates are all the way back to 20. Prior, they were at 13. Crazy what happens. But interesting to say. I think Shohei Ohtani has taken over the MVP race by a substantial number. He is currently leading with 24 home runs. I mean, he's just ridiculous line stats across the board. But let's talk about our leaders right now on the Milwaukee Brewers. So Christian Yelich is batting .271. He's got 49 runs. Rowdy's still leading the way with home runs. Joey Wiemer did get into double digits this last week, though, so that's really good. Brian Anderson still leading the way with RBIs, 34. Christian Yelich still leading the way with stolen bases. We go on over the pitching side. Corbin Burns leads the way there with 5 wins. Freddie Peralta also has 5. Devin Williams leading the way with saves, 12 saves there. 12 in 13 opportunities, so not too bad. Corbin Burns' ERA is the tops 3.44. Excuse me. Freddie Peralta leading the way in strikeouts is 84 with his 9 today. And Corbin Burns is still leading the way on WHIP 1.10. I can't believe I didn't mention injuries in a whole episode, but let's talk about that. We did get 2 guys back, Jesse Winker and Wade Miley did return from injuries. Let's talk about Wade Miley's start for a minute yesterday. I know we didn't cover it in the beginning part of this episode, but I want to just talk about Wade Miley and what he was able to do. I go to my Wade Miley tab. So Wade Miley, kind of like a beast, just went to the Shuckers and was like, I'm just going to go to Biloxi. I'm going to do one rehab, and then I'm coming back. And that comes with his age. He's about my age, and he's pretty solid. So Wade Miley went 5, allowed 2 hits, no earned runs yesterday, striking out 4. Just came back in like he wasn't hurt at all. Continued his pace and continued his progress. Wade Miley is got a 3.28 ERA. So he has just been been a good piece, a good ad, a good decision for the Milwaukee Brewers for the 2023 roster. Guys, remember to vote. I mean, we can try and make some needle movements on some of these guys for the All-Star game. Contreras, I still feel has the best shot. I think Devin Williams will go in by default. He will be like a manager's pick for the NL. So, other than that, it was a good weekend of Brewers baseball, guys. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. My take on the bobbleheads that they gave away this weekend, not that interesting. Not that interesting. So, with the series coming against the D-backs, we got Burns going against Kelly. D-backs had our number a little bit the last time. Ray going against Nelson. And then we got Tehran going against Gallon on Wednesday in the day game. And then we got the Guardians over the weekend. So, should be a good matchup. I really look forward to seeing what we can do. They've kind of stayed the course and been pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see what happens that way. All right, guys, that being said, this has been your Miller Park Minute Sunday edition, Sunday sweep edition. Nothing better than a sweep on a Sunday on Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. If you're hearing this Monday, yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Special shout out to my parents. We did have breakfast this morning. It was a good day. My wife and my son were gracious to me all day. Let me lay in the hammock and just watch the Brewers game. So it was a good day. But thank you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all you do, guys. Special shout out to you guys who communicate with me on the regular and enjoy this show. I enjoy chit-chatting with you. Keep chit-chatting with me. I will always talk Brewers baseball. I love it. Guys, thanks for watching. As always, guys, go Brew Crew. We'll see you in the next one.